that is going to be STIE Olympians Don Argus.
Wow, you can't help but fall in love with Don Argus as a person. I mean, if you're a friend of him on his social media, I just saw him post a dog video today, and I was like, oh, so like, okay, let's go, Don Argus. And I heard like something happened to him a little earlier.
Yeah, apparently he went out biking and then something wrong with his tires. And also one thing to note about Don Argus, everyone probably knows this already about him, but he does have a My Little Pony stick to keep him inspired and motivated, knowing that his daughter is by his side. He's a very loving father, and that's what keeps him going. And in terms of character picks, he has not gone for the Heihachi a single time around. He's been Eliza all the way. And what's Nature Lover whispering into the camera right here?
I can't read his lips. I don't know, but yeah, seeing those two players now on screen. Yeah, I love the player cam. Could you say it again?
Yeah, a bit of banter coming in from Nature Lover here. I bet they're really good friends in outside of the Tekken perspective.
And this is going to be interesting. Don Argus has always brought out the Eliza, however you would like to pronounce
Potato.
It would be fun to see it go up against the Julia here. How does the 2D character, perspective go up against the party goer, the mix-up machine in Julia? This is going to be super fun.
Well, speaking of 2D characters, it depends on which 2D character you're talking about. Because so far we have about 3. If in this case, Noctis is 2.5D, but we do have Eliza, we have Geese, and we have Akuma. Let's take 2 out of the equation. Eliza, it's completely different now, simply because Eliza isn't top tier. Well, some say Eliza is top tier, but depending on how you use her, And let's see how things are gonna go. The dive techniques are gonna come into play. A prediction would be for Nature Lover, he's gonna stick with the Julia. Who else could it be now?
Right. And immediately, once you are going up against a metered character, especially one like Eliza, she has that EX Dragon Punch, the EX Shoryuken, the EX DP, and Jim always has that. He always has the guts to throw it out just to try to seal the turn back. So immediately, something new comes into play when you're going up against Eliza. Probably it might be a deterrent for Julia to not go partying too much. Or, Nature Lover might use it to his advantage and actually bait it out and punish him really hard.
And one thing to note about Don Argus is that he pulls the trigger immediately when he has meter. He only has like a total of 2 sticks of butter, right? But then even if he just going up to 1 only, he spends it right away, and that's the kind of player that Don Argus is. And mind you, he's notorious for going EXDP or like wake up Shoryuken, and that defines him as a player.
And that always makes him fun to watch. This is going to be a fun match. Momentum and morale on the side of Nature Lover. Family and friends on the side of Don Argus. Who is it going to be? Will it be the Signal Ultra Warriors or the SCIE Olympians who come out in this match?
Right. So, again, as predicted, Nature Lover going to go for that Julia, and Don Argus with that Eliza. And the last day of Earth as well. This is actually a very deceptively large stage, and sometimes you just don't know when to adjust and when you shouldn't. So let's see how things are gonna go.
Of course, at the start, no meter here for Eliza, so this is Nature Lover's chance to get the party started. He's doing that right now.
All right, now Don Argus, just nearly 20 seconds in, and then he's lower than half health already. Don Argus.
Response there.
Yeah, very good wall spending one, and Nature Lover should take this round if he does the right combo, and yes, he will. Round 1 goes to Nature Lover.
Crucial round there for Nature Lover as Don Argus is about to get his first meter, but he's going to get it while getting beaten up.
Yeah, and Nature Lover misses that last hit of that combo. Don Argus very, very brave with a down jab into that Shoryuken. And Nature Lover gonna be carried through the wall, but the sidewall will not save his life. In most cases, that should have saved his life. And Don Argus fighting back real good. As Nature Lover up against the wall, the pressure is on. What's it gonna be? The mix-up, the dive kick mix-ups are there, and this is what I'm talking about. The party from Don Argus.
And he didn't even need Meter to make it happen. He's starting off the party with that EX dive kick.
Yeah, and this time Don Argus is riding on that wave of momentum. I forgot to mention that Don Argus is a momentum-based player. If you give him what he wants, he will go for it. And now he's partying like there's no tomorrow. Nature Lover will go for the grab, and Don Argus will not take it. That could have been way more disastrous. The spring kick could have cost him his entire game. But the EXDP, just as I mentioned, 2 rounds rather, up Don Argus.
How appropriate for him to party like there's no tomorrow, because they're literally on the last day on Earth.
Right now, Don Argus being answered back by Nature Lover almost instantaneously, and the low get-up kick will be blocked by Nature Lover. Now we're taking it to a final round.
And both players have really shown their chops in the first 4 rounds of this game. It comes down to who can be more consistent here, and it looks like Nature Lover is.
All right, there it is, the EXDP, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Don Argus special, but how much of a special is it? Because he only has 1 pixel of health left, and the low will seal the deal. Nature Lover with game 1. He's on a roll, Doc.
There was no better time to pull out all that momentum in the second to the last in the final round. Don Argus really was a little too late to the party for those 2 rounds. I mean, yeah, he got the EXDP, but he was on his last legs. Don Argus is gonna have to find an answer to all this pressure coming from Julia.
And I think it's highly unlikely that he's gonna go for the a character switch, possibly going for the Heihachi. It's always gonna be the Eliza pick all the way, unless of course he has a surprise up in his sleeve.
I mean, he did pretty well with Eliza. I don't think he has that incentive to switch up. I mean, he's been playing her for all 5 days of the Nationals. He just needs to find a little answer, just that one way to interrupt or to stop party time from Julia. And if he can find that in this next game and build on that, I think he'll be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, exactly. And mind you, Nature Lover just got off a game against Jules, and he doesn't want to stop that momentum. And that's also one of the primary factors here. It's that, you know what, I don't want to stop my momentum. I'm just gonna keep going and keep playing some Tekken until, of course, until I can't anymore. So let's see how things are gonna go. Don Argus, he took it to a final round, I believe. Doc, can you refresh me on that one? Was it a final round?
Yeah, it was a final round. Don Argus was able to get on set match point at the start. He was up 2 rounds to none. But somehow, Nature Lover was able to eliminate the meter factor. He wasn't able to bait out any of the DPs, but he just really smothered Eliza, and Don Argus had no answer. So let's see if he just find an answer now in the second game.
Yeah, exactly. And now, as predicted, no character switch gonna come in for Don Argus. Hinder Gym gonna be picked instead though. So I don't know if this is a strat for him. This is the first time I've seen Don Argus go for this stage.
I think this stage reminds him of his daughter, so I'm sure he gets a little power up here.
All right, exactly. The daughter buff. Oh, that's such a good point. Let's
see how that plays. So far, it's working for him.
Yeah, and now Nature Lover's in big trouble. He gets carried up to the wall. Big damage coming from Don Argus. He goes for the Oki into the back 3. The Oki is working so far. Nature Lover goes for the bow and arrow, and Don Argus stops. His momentum is stopped right now. Running 1. Now he has one last chance left. What's the mix-up going to be? Is it going to be a low? But no, he goes for the Party Crasher. We're in the Kinder Gym.
The daughter buffs not being a factor here for Nature Lover. I mean, at first, Don Argus was looking really great. There's nothing better than, being inspired by your family here. But Nature Lover able to overcome that.
Yeah, exactly. And I'd like to believe that the daughter buff is still going to pop up next in a few more seconds because Don Argus right now is on a tear.
Ooh,
Spends his meter again and goes for that Oki. And Don Argus immediately answers back.
riding that buff really well here, but Nature Lover answering right away.
Right? And Nature Lover again, you're gonna do those things to me, I do those things back to you. G-Clap Cannon. This should be it for Don Argus if he manages to do the right Ogi combo, and yes, he will. FF3 to finish the round. Nature Lover with one more round left on a tear.
It's always been the story of who can get their party. We mentioned party a lot, but who can get their momentum going at the start of the round and who can continue it. And it looks like Don Argus has no way of stopping Nature Lover right now.
Right, again with the bow and arrow and the low to seal the deal, and Nature Lover 2-0 against one of the OGs, Don Argus.